skipped to content 1 year ago this weekend at Stafford Motor Speedway, celebrating his first Whelen modified NAPA Spring Sizzler 200 victory. Preece was like thousands of other grassroots short-track racers across the United States, working hard on the local level while aspiring to find a way to the national levels of NASCAR. These days, Preece's standing in the realm of NASCAR is far different than it was then. The Berlin driver is now known well among the top levels of stock car racing thanks to a pair of victories in the last 9 months at NASCAR's second-tier Xfinity Series level, driving for Joe Gibbs Racing. But Preece is proving that you can take him to the big tracks of the national levels of the sport, but you can't take the short-track racer out of him. For the second consecutive year, it was Preece celebrating victory in the Whelen modified NAPA Spring Sizzler 200 at Stafford Speedway. Winning the Sizzler, it's a big deal, man, Preece said. Guys, 30 years from now, they're going to think of me like I think of legendary modified drivers Bugsy Stevens and Richie Evans and Teddy Christopher. That's what I want. I want to move up, but at the same time, I want to create a name for myself, and that's what I'm trying to do. Chase Dowling of Roxbury was second and Rowan Penning of Huntingdon Valley, PA, third. It was the 21st career Whelen Modified Tour victory for Preece and his 8th at Stafford Speedway. Despite having a 10-race schedule running for Joe Gibbs Racing this year with the Xfinity Series, Preece is also continuing to run full-time on the Whelen Modified Tour for team owner Ed Partridge. Preece got his first Xfinity Series victory last July at Iowa Speedway in his second event for Joe Gibbs Racing. He got his second Xfinity Series victory on April 14 at Bristol 10 Motor Speedway. In 7 Xfinity Series starts for Joe Gibbs Racing since last July, he has 6 top 5 finishes and a worst finish of 9th. I'm going to continue racing short tracks and working on my modifieds until I'm told I can't, said Preece, 27, a 12-year veteran of the Whelen Modified Tour. Nothing is more gratifying and satisfying than winning. And just because I've won in an Xfinity Series car doesn't make it easier to win here. There's guys that I feel are really tough here to beat. When I show up, I don't walk through the gates thinking I'm going to win. I'm hoping, and I'm going to do everything. I'm going to outwork, I feel, a lot of people. But at the end of the day, just because they're on the grassroots, doesn't make it easy. At Stafford in a Whelen Modified Tour car, Preece has been all but untouchable dating to the 2014 season. In his last 10 Whelen Modified Tour starts, Preece has 6 victories, 2 seconds and a third. I love short-track racing, Preece said. I think everybody knows that. I work full-time on this modified. I enjoy working on it. This is my home right here. Stafford Motor Speedway, racing short tracks. This is what I love to do. Preece started 6th and spent the bulk of the near the front, leading a race-high 92 laps. He pitted for tires with just under 50 laps left and charged back to the front. He went under Dowling for the lead on lap 171 and never trailed again. Preece said the pride in victory comes doubly for him in that he builds and works on his cars, which is a role he took on for Partridge's team before the start of the 2017 season. The Sizzler victory in 2017 was his first as the full-time overseer of the team. When I got my first win there last year, working on the car full-time, it was really a feeling I had never experienced before, Preece said. That's when I realized what racing is about. It's not about just going fast and knowing how to not wreck race cars. It's about hard work. It's about perseverance. It's about everything paying off. A lot of hours spent. I built this car from scratch this winter. And we've been really good with it, and I've been really happy with it. I couldn't be happier.